Well, welcome back, folks. I don't have it in this video, but I will post it in a short, or you may have already seen it in a short. Yeah, big grumpy guy over there. Yeah, I'm blaming you. Pulled their water trough out. The whole plastic trough was sitting over there, and they were drinking from the water line that came through here into this puddle. Quit being grumpy. You got plenty of grass and hay, and you got water. You guys hear him grumping me? So I had to do all that yesterday. And the problem was it was pouring down rain, and I had other things to do, so I didn't end up getting a good video of it, but I got a little picture or video of the aftermath. So what I had to do is since this is plastic and it was floating, I had to actually pull water from our spring and fill it. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but that's all the faster our trickle is, generally. Now, not all the time, but generally that's all the faster our trickle is. You really, like, put your head against the trickle there, genius. So anyways, he's being really intelligent. So what I had to do is I had to grab our water tote, fill up our little spring up there, because I couldn't get the water wagon in close enough to fill this up, and I just basically filled it up until this started sinking and stayed in the ground and displaced all the water. But it looks like it's now a lot further out of the ground than it used to be, because I don't remember it being that far out of the ground before. So yeah, this was a whole disaster. And what I'm gonna do now is definitely not today, because I still don't have time. I'm gonna go from our fence over here all the way up in a straight line to the water trough, and all the way up to up there. The sheet metal is where our spring head sits. I also want to pump the water out of it, get all the sediment cleaned out of it, and then put a better cover on it. You know, that cover works, but it's just too big and the cows were messing with it. So I wanted to put some fence up. As you see this giant mess that I have here, it was non-electrified, so the cows played with it. Oh look, now we're gonna go play with this, because we can't leave stuff alone. Shoo! Go away. So yeah, I didn't get a good video of that. I wanted to. It would have been really entertaining, but just didn't get a good video of that. So but anyway, so that was the fun that I had yesterday. Now let's talk a little bit about this fall. So I've got some challenges ahead of me. It's middle of October. I still have enough grass, but I have to be extremely careful. Grass is not growing well this time of year, and if I'm not careful, then what I can do is I can stunt a section for the rest of the year. So I have to be extremely careful right now, and I have to be extremely careful in the springtime, because I've had issues from my own mistakes where, like this has had, what, 40, 50, maybe 60 days rest, and this looks like crap. In my opinion, it looks like crap. I'm not talking the weeds, I'm talking how there's patches of good stuff and then there's dirt, basically, you know. This actually was grazed sooner after that was grazed, and this is probably a good video to do separately. You know, this was that Datra field that I showed you guys in a previous video. And look at all that grass growing underneath of it. Now, yeah, some of it I seeded, some of it I let go, because I was doing a little test to see if cow seeding worked, where basically you put the seed on the ground and let the cows kick it all in for you. So I did that here, but this is something that I was trying out this year to even see what works and what doesn't work. So there's things like that that I do every year, just to kind of get an idea of what I should be doing, since I don't have a mentor. You know, I don't have somebody, hi Remy, I don't have somebody that I can talk to. Can I not pet you? Why can't I pet my Remy? Because I don't have a mentor or anything like that, so I'm doing a lot of this stuff kind of on my own, kind of guessing, trying to figure it all out, you know. But in the springtime, I grazed too quickly, which hurt the regrowth a lot. Last fall, I definitely grazed too low to the ground, because I did a test section. 2 years ago, I let this section go and did not graze it in the fall, and it exploded this spring. This was the best pasture I had this spring. Well, I grazed it too much too quick, and now it's one of the worst again. So it's as easy as that. You know, one little spring mistake, one little fall mistake can really knock you back. Some of the better stuff I had, which is, again, very interesting, that this was some of the worst from this fall, because it was some of the best in the spring, but this over here was the worst this spring, and it's some of the best this fall. And I think that stems from management. You know, I was so focused on repairing that section that I actually hurt it, where this section was worse in the spring, and I was focusing on repairing it, and I did repair it. So it's like, you know, this needed repaired, so I fixed it. That didn't, so I didn't fix it, and I made it worse, if that kind of makes any bit of sense. So that's some of this fall. I might end up doing a video here now that I got the idea. I might just do a little summer grazing recap, especially since we're going into fall time right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yally Cat here says, see you on the next one.